Hello student, I will continue with the hydrosphere chapter. So in this video I will discuss about the primary or the direct tides. Okay, so let me draw the diagram. This is the orbit of the moon. So the ocean water of the earth that is nearest to the moon swells up by the gravitational attraction of this moon, and it happens that when the moon is directly overhead of the earth and its attraction forces the water to swell up on the place that is facing the moon and form the high tide. Okay, this high tide is known as by the primary tide or by the direct tide. Okay, next is the secondary tide or indirect tide. So at the time when the primary tide takes place, there is a piling of the ocean occurs on the other side of the earth, and the water of the solid earth which is nearer to the moon is pulled by the moon, which causes the water to pile up again in the opposite direction. Okay, so thus another high tide occurs on the opposite side, so this is known as the secondary tide or the indirect tide. Okay, so when there are two tides occurring on the opposite sides of the earth, the low tides or the ebbs come in at the right angle to the places, and thus almost two high tides and the two low tides occurs in a day. So the difference between high tide and low tide. So the high tide and the high tides do not occur regularly every after 12 hours. They occurs at an interval of 12 hours and 26 minutes. This is because the moon is revolving around the sun in the same direction as the direction of the earth's rotation. Okay, that is from the west to the east, and it completes one revolution in the 28 days. So if the moon had been stationary and the places on the earth's surface would have come exactly under its effect 24 hours, and the next primary high tide would have occurred exactly after 24 hours, but the moon revolves around the earth and completes one revolution in almost 28 days. So the in a day the moon moves farther or at an angle of 13 degrees. So how we are getting this 13 degree? We have 360-degree movement which is dividing by 28, and we are getting a value of 12.8 or approx 13 degree. Okay, so therefore the exact time taken to reach this is about 52 minutes. How 52 minutes? 13 degree into 4 is equal to comes to the 52 to reach any place or to reach that place. For this the time of the high tide changes every day. So for this the time of the high tide changes every day, and the interval between the corresponding high tide is about 24 hours 52 minutes. Thus, the interval between the two high tides is about 12 hours 26 minutes, and the ebb tides is about nearly 6 hours and 13 minutes after the high tides. Next is the spring tide. Okay. So the highest high tides are known as the spring tides. Okay, when we get to the springtime, it occurs at the time of new moon and full moon. Okay, so on these days the sun, moon and the earth almost lie at a straight line, and this position is known as the syzygy. So due to the combined pull of the sun and the moon, very high tides are produced. Okay, during the time of this spring time. So on the new moon, the moon lies in between. Now let us see what happens in the time of the new moon. So during the time of the new moon, the moon lies in between the sun and the earth, and the sun and the moon's combined effect or the combined pull falls on this earth. Okay, and as a result of that, the highest high tides form, whereas on a full moon day the earth lies in between the sun and the moon at a places, and its antipode causes the very much higher tide. Okay, so let me go through this again. So the spring tides are known as the highest high tides. So this we get the highest high tides during the time of the new moon and the full moon. During the time of the new moon, the moon lies in between the sun and the earth, and the combined effect of the sun and the earth's sun and the moon's gravitational attraction or gravitational pulls work on this falls on this or works on this earth. As a result of high tides occurs, and during the time of the full moon, the earth lies in between the sun and the moon, so it's both gravitational attraction falls on the earth, and as a result of highest high tides occur. So this is the end of this video. I'll continue with the next of the question in the next video. Thank you everyone.